Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, have you texted?
Guess who forgot to unmute? It's me. I forgot to unmute. I don't know how I forgot as well, because I actually have Freya interruption. Post Freya now. Oh, sorry, OBS freaked out at me. Freya. Freya. She might be hungry. Freya, are you hungry? Yeah. Oh, she might go crazy again. Careful with her. Okay. So, that's very exciting. I love to open my stream and I've been so quiet. That's okay though. Whoops. Oh, I'm supposed to go. Man, I should probably re-say all the stuff I said. This is... Hi, Nightbot. I am on my third of... The thing the pixels are doing there is fascinating to me. They can't decide how they want to interact with each other. This orange isn't particularly round. It's more of like a square dumpling. I don't know if you guys can hear Freya, but I hope you can. Because she is so cute. She's just a baby. Well, that's not the shape the orange is. Okay. Let's see if we can get this orange shape to be correct. What happens if I do this? No, that's not it. I think that's getting closer. Okay, now we just gotta do the same sort of treatment to the bottom. And it disappears behind this, importantly. Whoops. Please. Okay. Yeah, it's got a very flat bottom. Similar but different to a soggy bottom. I started baking and now I know what a soggy bottom is. I know about the bread. I know about the bread troubles, the bread fears, the bread disasters. And I don't care about them. If the bread is soggy, then it simply is. Doesn't fucking matter to me. And then we got this, and this, and this. I think that's what that orange looks like. And then we got the one up here. Okay, none of that's right. It's a shame that it's like really hard to block out circles in that's way too far over. It should be about, start maybe there, and maybe go like that, and then doesn't seem right either. We'll get there. Closer, maybe? You know what, actually? Let's just... Nope. Do what I did with the other ones, even though it doesn't work as well. Because it just does that. Which isn't... Oh, hello. What? Be nice. But if I could just get, like, the roundness figured out. Ooh, forgot I made the pencil big. Move everything up one. It's better. But this could go out. Another one, I think. This would be good. I think that might be as good as we're gonna get for that one. Seems far away, but that gives like a couple pixels for the shadow and then enough for that light to come through. So I think that's pretty good. Let's just do a few more. I guess I'm saving it. Cool, oranges. Oh wait, I should have brought my, hold on. My role play isn't as good if I don't do this. I have to break the immersion by going into the video game. You, come with me. Hi, Pompey. That's Pompey. Best place to put this, I wonder. I think here. I'll do it like that. Hee that's fun. Okay. Back in. What I actually wanted to do was change tools so I can go over and get this little bit of... Whoop. I don't want that. Ah, help. There. And these little leaves. Whoops, I'm in the wrong album to be looking at my references. There we are. Yeah, these little leaves. I'm gonna put them in as well. So it'll be easier to fill these in with color, actually. All right. Is that all I'm doing before I move to color? I think so. Okay, so we're going to want to make this color whatever color the outlines of the oranges for the most part are, which looks like it's going to be a nice maybe about that far. Make it even more vibrant. I think that's about as dark as it gets around the oranges. We're gonna want the color of the wood to be, what's the darkest color on here? Probably those leaves. So let's do this like here. That's pretty close for the brown. Good morning, Rose. Pompey's all better now, I think. He's having a good one as a result. Man, I want to add a thing where Pompey can wave. He's so cute. There are so many different shades of brown on this table. Hold on a minute. I have to just pick one. Let's go with this one. Okay, so that's sort of a... this. That's what I'm going to call that. Let's see if we can just fill that in. I kind of hate it, but we just keep going. Do I want it to be that shadow color, or do I want it to be the lighter color to start and then put the shadows in? It really doesn't make a difference. It's really just more conceptual on my end. Let's leave it like that for now. A lot's gonna change, but I want to focus mostly on the oranges to start. Oh my god, Frog's theme playing because Rose showed up. get this nice. Well, let's see. Okay. Oh wait, there's a reason I moved to that color. I want to do the really bright orange. I've decided to go for the way that I'm doing highlights and then adding shadows because I think people like the way that looks better. I think that's better for the viewer. That's orange. I'm okay. Yeah, I just got up and was like, I'm finally gonna just stream like crazy. As is my right. Yeah, I'm doing okay. A little bit. I got really distracted by the frog emote that Sam posted and I just saw. Yeah, I'm a little bit foggy today, but other than that, I'm good. How are you, Rose? Fascinating. It basically gives me the option of red or yellow for orange. And I'm like, I don't want either of those. Pompey respond to Nightbot. He's still working, Pompey? Yeah, he's still there. It took me really, really long time to realize that you meant to say blood. I was like, gotta go give food. Gotta go give food in an hour. And I'm like, this could mean anything. It's very funny. That's one of the things about Rose that is possible to know. But watch out. That's good, that's good. Yeah, gotta get lots of good breakfast in you to avoid the horrors. Orange juice. I don't know about his funny bit. I do know that this color sucks. This color I'm using is bad. That's my alternative? Apparently, this is gonna be a harder painting than I thought. If the colors are gonna be like this to me. Let me know how the volume for the music is. Every stream I try and experiment with turning up my volume a little bit more, just to see. Because I feel like every time I listen back to it, I'm like, I'm a mouse trapped in a jar. Nothing's happening here. And also some of the songs are just louder than some of the other songs. Oh my god, I'm struggling with these colors. I think that's going to be the color I choose for this, and then I'll just keep adding. various brightnesses. Well, let's not get too... Let's see, maybe I change this. Maybe I change this to be that sort of muddier color I want over here. Is that the color I want here? Blue. Joy-Cons. I think it's closer to the color I want, yeah. Okay, so we got more colors yet. That was 3. Minimum of 3 for 1. I almost called it a tomato. Love this song so much. Lyrics that captivate you. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will turn the music down just a touch. It's at 5.1, so it goes... Oh, I understand. I've moved it from -5.1 to -6.3. I don't know if that's a significant difference. Oh yeah, no, this color is... Okay, cool. I will change it more drastically. It is now at -10.1. Let's actually put this. KK slider can really go. Also, if it would be better for me to turn my mic up, I can try that as well. The only problem with that being that it may pick up more unwanted sounds from my environment. Yes. No, you're not an unwanted sound. I just thought that you would not want to be heard. Yes, yes. Yeah. But it's a bit different on... Aw, Sam blew you a kiss. It was really good. High quality. The finest kisses in the land. Yahoo! I'm constantly trying to type my Discord emoji into Twitch. It took me that long to figure out the rest of my sentence. Oh, I am just a girl who only knows how to be problems. I guess we have to hear more KK. I might be able to turn him down. Buddy. You're noisy. There we go. I've turned him down. I know. Discord is so good for emoji. Every service calls them something different, which pisses me off. I'm like, it's just one thing. Please. I'm gonna make this color the lighter wood color because I'm getting frustrated not having it. I was like, it's a darker palette, so I should start with the darker colors and just add the lighter colors onto them, but it just does not work in my brain that way. Yes! I've noticed that I've started doing a lot more of like this because of Twitch, because I'm so scared of their automated emotes that look so bad. Like, Twitch, I don't hate you or anything, but please. Your weird little gray-faced emoji guys are so scary. They look so bad. Let's see if this works. No, that's not gonna work. Wonder how I do a diagonal line across this. Oh, I guess it's that simple. But then there's another one. And that's not so simple. No, it's not so simple. With just one pixel to spare. Let's just leave the impression of a few of these bits of light to start. I don't like not seeing it. Let's outline this so I have a good idea of where it actually goes. And then we need a pen. Why do I call it pen? This isn't a... Is this called the pen tool? It's line tool. The other tool must be called pen. Don't know what I'm going on about then. Yeah, it's called pen. Oh, really? That's good. Oh, that's way better. What? Thank you. I'll have a look at that off stream. Well, that's not correct. Yeah, that looks more correct to me. Man, Sam, I'm just thinking about Asterion. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, what should I be talking about? And then I was like, wow, I really like Asterion. I wish I could tell everyone about it forever. Which I can, but I also know secrets and spoilers because, wife privileges. Oh, another chapter and a half. That's so much. I'm so excited. I just want to draw Rydell and Luna and Alexandria. And Finley, I guess. I'm just making it my own personal joke that, like, I just don't care enough about Finley. I think it's funny because she's completely impossible to dislike. She's literally just a woman. She's going through it. Womanly. You know what? I don't like the way this light falls. I want it to have a different angle to it. I want it to be more like this. I just think the perspective looks wrong the other way. Yeah, that looks better to me. In fact, even steeper? Okay, that's looking better to me. Okay, I can focus on other things now. I wish I could turn on my stream and be like, so, how did everyone like this week's Asterion? This is my water cooler talk I need to have during my streams. Have you posted? Oh my god, Deadly Premonition music. Sorry. I'm so normal. Have you posted the chapters? Sam. Out of curiosity. I read blood giving as, like, Thanksgiving, as, like, a thing you're doing for Thanksgiving, and I was like, man. Hello, Waters Create. I am working on a painting in using the Animal Crossing New Horizons custom design editor. I do a lot of these. And I'm currently working on a part of a series of fruits that are like meant to be based on the native fruits of the Animal Crossing games. I can show you my other ones. Let me just hop up quick. I've got them all on display in here. Well, not all of the ones. I started doing these in 2020 when the game first came out, because I'm an artist. By trade, is how I like to say it these days. Pretentiously. So I really like making art. And I recently have been sort of bedridden with illness. It's not that big of a deal. Like, it is, but it isn't. It's my life. So I can't do art the way I would like to, sitting up at my computer using a tablet and actually turning out the goods. So I went, you know what? I'm gonna get back into this. I'm gonna start doing a bunch of Animal Crossing things and I'm gonna stream it. And hopefully people will like it, because I find it really fun. Ooh! Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate that. Yay, my follower goal updated. So yeah, these are all the ones I've done on this account. You can see in the corner that I've got 2 artist codes. One of them will give you my original island. Yes, exactly. That's one of the things I have the most fun with. Like, I haven't done much pixel art. Like, I've definitely dabbled in it with like Photoshop and stuff, but I find it so interesting the way it has like this smoothing algorithm. And it makes doing these paintings like really, really complex. In ways you wouldn't anticipate. So that's what I've got done on this account. I've streamed all of these. I don't think I've added my YouTube to my VODs. My YouTube is the same as here, Lace and Silk. And I upload all the VODs so people can see the process of making them, because I really like process stuff. Oh look, my bot is plugging my other work. That's funny. Oh, yo, for like just normal pixel art? Let's see. Yeah, I've been meeting a lot of pixel artists through Twitch actually doing this, which has been really fun because, like, in my opinion, like, even though I don't do pixel art primarily, like, I love seeing pixel art. Oh my god, Nightbot just going absolutely crazy. All the timers firing at the same time. What's fun about, but yeah, for the pixel art that I do, do I want this color to be here? It limits, it really like pushes me, because it's like, you only have 32 by 32 pixels, and you only have 15 colors. I think it's 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, and then there's a transparent pixel, which I don't use. Do you have anywhere we could... Oh, I keep blocking links and then being like, hey, person in chat, drop your links. Yeah, you get quite a fair bit of range. Not as much as I would like. I'm very picky about matching my colors sometimes, and I'm like, no, it's not exactly right, but... Whoa, why is this song so quiet? I guess this is just the world's softest song. I'm gonna make a note to myself, because if you have a link to like where you have to do your own pixel art, feel free to drop it. Just like maybe put spaces between the dots or something. I made it so people can't post links ages ago, and now I don't want to do that, but I keep forgetting. I have to make an actual physical note to myself. Undo, no links. Because I've been meeting all sorts of really cool artists through streaming, and that's so exciting for me. I love... I don't know, just knowing other people who do art. For a long time, I've like not been super social, and because I've been dealing with health issues for years. Yay! Oh, and Instagram, that's perfect. I've been using Instagram a lot lately. Yo! What the hell? These are sick! Oh my god. Oh, I love this style. Especially this, like, skull and antlers one. Like, the sketchy style is really, really cool. Oh yeah, Twitter's just a mess. I use it, but, like, not really. I post stream announcements on Twitter. That's what I use Twitter for. It's just the worst possible site for artists. Like, it's good for networking, but you can't look at your art consistently enough, and it frustrates the hell out of me. I mainly use Tumblr for art purposes. For, I guess, as long as that's gonna be a thing you can use to host your art. Who knows when one day they'll just be like, no, that's a lot. They could, any minute. You know, my mom is like, she's not a professional artist or anything, but she is quite accomplished as an artist, in my opinion. And she told me once when I was really young, like 14, the thing that you can most easily draw is always going to be the thing people are most impressed by. Like, if you draw it in the margins of your notebook when you're taking notes, it's gonna be the thing that people are always gonna point out. It's gonna be the thing people think is your best work, and you're always gonna go, but that's the thing I spent the least amount of work on. Why? And the thing is, she's right. But yeah, I think part of why people must gravitate to that one is like, I think a lot of people think of pixel art as being a very sort of like cozy art style. When, you know, it has as much range as literally any medium you want to pick out and look at. I suppose there's probably a big audience for like different things. Like I know that like fighting games, and there are a lot of like darker toned indie games. I think games are going to be where people find a lot of pixel art from, isn't it? Just the nature of how it got popularized, I assume. I think a lot of people see very cozy pixel art quite commonly, so it's really cool to see something that is such a different vibe. Especially since, like, it works so well for that. It creates such a hatchy... what's the word I want to use? Crispy. Yeah, you can't help what stereotypes exist, and it's not necessarily bad that stereotypes exist, but it makes it more impressive when somebody does something outside of that stereotype, and you're like, whoa, I forgot that things don't have to be stereotyped. Incredible. Crunchy. That's the word I was looking for. It's very crunchy. Me talking about pixel art having a reputation for being cozy while literally drawing sunlight dappled oranges on a wooden table. Like... yeah. I have a really hard time picking out what color I want to use for this shadow on this particular orange. That's quite good. Now this could probably be lighter. Oh no, I'm using that. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that necessarily. Oh, that's interesting. Crunchy as in cozy. I think of crunchy as like gritty. Kind of a dirt and rocks feel. Whoa. Didn't mean to change that. How am I doing on colors? Got 3 really dark ones, 2 and 2. I think I should be able to get something. Ooh, but like 2 of those have to be reserved for these leaves. I had the same problem with the peaches painting. Let's move on to a different orange and see what I've got. Oh my god, I keep hitting that button. Please. That's the color. No, I want this. I'm gonna go over. It's really fun, like, to just make stuff in this editor. You can get all sorts of cool stuff going on with it. Most people tend to use it for very, like, utilitarian. I've been getting into looking at what people do on, like, Animal Crossing Instagram. And there's a lot. It's mostly just, like, designing islands. And so there's a big market for making, like, paths in the game and stuff like that. I'm not so interested in that. That's partly why I started doing the paintings in the first place. I was like, yeah, Animal Crossing gives you terraforming, whatever, I guess. I just didn't care for it. But yeah, I have fun doing my own thing. DJ KK's playing again. That means I need to switch to a different song. Let's do... Oh, what's a good KK song? KK Soul. Yeah, it's KK Soul for sure. Alright. And it is fun messing with the limited colors it gives you, because, like, you don't have quite as much range as you would in an art program. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. Sam very graciously is letting me use their Switch and their actual game. No, it was better where it was. I'm doing the same thing again. How? Okay. There's something I'm doing here that I'm not quite liking, and I can't tell what it is. Maybe this isn't light enough. And then we need a darker color as well. This is going to be the color that makes or breaks the painting, because, ooh, we've got a few things going on here. So this is kind of a, this might be a color that doubles for being used on, like, wood. I'm not sure. I don't know how to describe this color. Do I already have it? That's the first question. That seems too red. And that seems too dark. So I don't think we already have it. Is it this? No, that's too yellow. Maybe it's this? And the problem with that is then you need to have a good color for... Would this work here? You know what? Despite... I think that actually does work there. We're gonna need a lot... We're gonna need some very careful, Oh, I see. Oh, you can't use that color there. It's just... panicking because I can't use a certain color. Okay, that's definitely not it. Oh, my cat Freya is snoring. I love her. Whew. These colors are very close to each other. I generally don't like doing that. In fact, I may change this one. I think this one's warmer than I'm giving it credit for. Oh. No, we don't want the vividness too high on that because it's not looking right. It's just so strange that the difference between this and this is like one is green and the other is red. It's so dramatic. Obsessed with this song. But then, you see, we've got, like, this really, really bright orange being used down here. And I kind of wish I had another orange for it. I think this is somehow, with the fewest number of colors, the most I'll have ever struggled with fitting all my colors into the palette. What am I using this for? Up here? Do I really want to keep it for that? Like, it's kind of nothing if you think about it. Because let's see, if I squint my eyes a bit, are these oranges really that clearly broken into segments? Or is the color I want here just slightly darker? I think they're defined more by the shadows in them than they are by the highlights. But I'm not sure about that. Okay. I think this is literally just like do I use this here to soften this up? Because so much of what's going to matter for this specific painting is the way the light diffuses through the orange segments. That's so much of what makes paintings of fruit look so appealing. Which one looks more like what I want? This one or this one? I think the lighter one. It's not as orange as I want. I generally use Photoshop. I'm trying to work on getting off of Photoshop because I don't like their subscription program system. So I use Photoshop and I use Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is almost entirely what I use for painting. But line art, sketches, flat colors, I generally do all that in Photoshop just because of familiarity with the program. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint's really, really good. It's a little less intuitive for doing like pixel art and stuff that's like I don't know how to explain it. It's really good for stuff that you could probably do with pen and paper, and not as good for like graphic design. But I really like it for painting. Photoshop cannot even compare. I literally will save a document after I've got it to the point where I want to paint it, and just open it up in Clip Studio Paint instead. Do all of the painting, and then move it back into Photoshop for like filters and editing and stuff like that. Photoshop never figured out a good paint engine. My controllers are disconnecting. Okay, there we go. Auto mod allow turn noob. Oh, so funny. Add permitted term noob. Oh, that's really interesting, actually. Because, like, I got started on Photoshop 20 years ago. Oh, that hurts to say. Hey, sorry. Harvest Moon Animal Parade, Wizard's House. Get your damn music out of the me talking. Didn't realize that soundtrack was so loud. Yeah, Photoshop is literally what I learned to do any digital art on, so it's not more intuitive for me because it's more intuitive. Oh yes, I do a lot of, oh, I forgot about that. I do a lot of Procreate as of a few years ago, because I started having health issues that kept me from being able to work on my computer, on my desktop. So I got an iPad and I've been using Procreate, and it's really, like, it's so much better than I would have expected. I wonder if this off-white is going to work over here. I do kind of wish it was a brighter white. The only problem I have with Procreate really is when it gets to a certain, like, when you zoom in a certain amount, everything starts getting kind of pixelated. Whereas in Photoshop, everything stays very, very smooth, even if you're drawing, like, at 1 pixel size. And I sometimes have issues with that when I'm doing some of my other types of art. My illustration stuff, mainly. But generally, I really like Procreate. And it's harder to do graphic design stuff with Procreate than it is in Photoshop. But, like, I'm really stunned at how good it is for what it is. And it's such a game changer for me to be able to not have to sit up in order to make art. Like, sit up at a chair and a desk. The accessibility is just, like, there's no replacing that. Man, these oranges are fascinating to me. I wish I was painting these in Photoshop, to be perfectly honest. Like, the depth of color in these. I want to study it. I do not know how I'm going to fit. There's going to be a lot of compromises on the table. Just a lot of compromising. If I want these oranges to have that depth. And then we want a really bright one in here, I think, between these two. Yeah, I think that does that quite well. It needs to be just a bit rounder, though. I don't know how. I can't honestly say how I feel this is coming along. I think we're gonna see a bit of. Is this the color I'm already using? Yeah. This color. Okay, I can use this to. I wish I had so many more colors for this one. This is such a weird problem. How many shades of orange do you need to paint an orange? So many, I guess. Can I use these bits of yellow for like highlights? Not really. We're gonna need another lighter orange. Ooh. Because this orange is gonna need. Ooh, that doesn't look great. That color is not as good as I was hoping it would be. Let's mess with it. If we do that, awful. This is just becoming the same type color as the table. That's not what I want. I think that's the best I'm gonna get. I can definitely use this to like lighten up some of these areas at least, which I do like. That's nice. Okay. I do like having both of these too. So let's change the, whoops, undo. Let's change this color now that I've got everything else sort of placed down. Yeah, richer brown is probably good. Then we probably need an even darker brown. Closer to black for these areas of where the orange is like making contact with the, I forget what type of shadow it's called. There's literally names for every different part of a shadow, and I don't know what they are, but I've seen them before and I know them. They're calling her the fake art knower. This one shade of brown is going to have to pull a lot of weight. Surely up here as well. Okay. Interesting stuff. I might have to take out the little leaves altogether. Unless they'll fit into one green color. No, that's not happening. Surely I haven't optimized this as much as I could. Like, do we need this color? Yes. Resounding yes. Where did I put that other lighter orange? Oh, there it is. Can I use this anywhere else? Like along the edges of this? Well, I might be able to. Or maybe like that. Well, that's not bad. Okay. A few of these colors have like, can be used elsewhere. So some of these dark shadow colors might be... Ooh, we're gonna need this darker one here. Cool. Yeah. As I suspected, pulling a lot of weight, this dark brown. It's doing both the hard edge shadows and sort of some work. Is it the same color as this though? It is not. Oh, just barely different, thank goodness. Wood grain. It's being wood grain as well. See you later, Rose. Yeah, I've noticed listening back to my streams that the controller buttons are quite loud, but they're not, I don't find them unpleasant, to be honest. It's just like, tech. I have a friend who would ask me to draw. Like if we were hanging out, she'd be like, "Oh, you should draw something," and eventually she was like, "Yeah, it has like an ASMR effect for me. I really just like watching you and hearing you draw," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so nice." Okay, this is coming out not as rough as I expected. I might be able to, if I can save 2 colors for the little leaves, it'll be a miracle. I'm not super hopeful that that's gonna happen. Oh my god, Tangy's here? Tangy's just hanging out while I paint oranges? Tangy! Hi! Wait, do I have the dancing emotes now? Hold on. Oh my god, I think I do. No, maybe I don't. I can hula. Where'd you go? What are you doing over there? Oh, she's singing. Cool. Please. Oh, hello. Okay. She can stand there. Working on my painting. Okay, back to it. Quick break to do that. Actually, I need to be taking sips of water. Hold on. Change design. Let me just mute. Yeah, that's actually one of the, like, I'll sometimes just say, like, done. And then I'm like, okay, it's auto-saved now. Yeah. But when I first started doing this, I was like, oh, I don't have to worry about not saving my work, thank God. I definitely haven't spent, like, 4 hours drawing something only to have it die and completely in a crash before. Why would that happen to me? That wouldn't happen to me. It has happened to her. Let's see. Luckily, I don't get tripped up by painting on the wrong layer as much anymore, because I started just painting over it if I do. Like, I just keep going. I just soldier on. I just merge all the layers and go, fine. I won't have any layers then, if that's the way it's gonna be. But it took me most of my life to get to that point. This orange in the top is not correct. It doesn't have the perspective on it's all wrong. That's another thing I like about Animal Crossing art actually is when you only have 32 by 32 pixels to work with, you can get forgiven for a lot of perspective stuff. Because you simply don't have the room to make nuanced shapes the way you would anywhere else. Like, I simply cannot do better than this. Maybe I could. Maybe I can make it a little, like, more down here. And then bring the shadow down. No, that's worse. It's not getting better. And I hate perspective, so works real good for me. Game changer. Positive. I'm just going from observation. I'm just looking at the photo and plopping the colors down where I think they look best. I do have a single grid on a black and white version of the photo, and it's just the 2 lines, 1 line horizontal, 1 line vertical through the center, like you see on the canvas here. And that just helps me set up the sketch. And then after that, I just go wild. I let my heart guide me. And my reference is on my phone, so I keep moving my phone like closer or further away, depending on what kind of focused detail I want. Like, I've moved it quite far away right now to try and figure out where to put these lighter sections of the orange. Because looking up close, it's like, well, it's everywhere. It's like speckled throughout. I'm like, nope, I don't have the luxury of having a super high resolution version of this. I just have to go where the vibes take me. I really like doing art just eyeballing the references. I find it really fun. That orange is looking pretty juicy in my estimation. You know what, I might add just like a little bit of this to the back as well. Yes, exactly. Maybe add a bit of this darker over here, just like a few pixels. Just not overdo it too much. Oh, I heard Pompey that time. Yay, hi Pompey. That was too many pixels. You know what, weirdly, I think that does actually add something. But I might change my mind later. I could make a compilation of just the number of times I've said on stream, like, oh, I really like this, and then later just completely get rid of it, obliterate it. Maybe this color? And then I do not have my colors set up intuitively on this one either. Oh my goodness. Usually I do a bit better of a job than this, but the colors have been difficult on this one. The difference of only like 1 or 2 shades makes a really big difference here. Can I use this in place of the white? Yeah, I reckon I can. You know what? That's too much. That's too much detail to the shadow there. I need to... I do kind of like that being there, though. Because I want there to be a little bit of, like, shininess going on here. Maybe more shadow back here. Helps sell the effect. Yeah. That's a bit better. I should really work more on this orange here. Don't know why I'm so hesitant to. Oh, hello, Allie. Nice seeing you here again. How are you today? Yeah, there's this really, like, curved shadow over this orange in the reference. But I might just do without it. I think it adds... Because, to be honest, I have no idea why that shadow's there. Like, it doesn't make sense next to everything else. So I think I just will ignore it. Orange. Oh, I have so many shades of orange and it's still somehow not enough. I don't know how this has happened to me. I thought the peaches were demanding of my hues. Which is a sentence I don't think anyone's ever uttered in history until this point, but... Oops. Turned my funny canvas really far away from me. I love bounce light. I think it's one of the coolest things that exists. When you learn about bounce light and you decide to think about it in real life, you just start seeing it everywhere. It's great. You're like, bounce light isn't real. Not everything does it. And then you're like, most things do. God damn. It's like we have a white cat, Meredith. I don't talk about her as much as Freya. Because she's a perfect angel. You never really need to talk about her. Like, she's just being a cat somewhere, whereas Freya's being a monster. But the other place we lived in had, like, we were renting, and it had these hideous mint green walls. And a few times I was like, hey, I'll paint the cats. So the first one I did was a painting of Meredith, and her fur was so green. The mint walls just made her fur so green, and I was like, this is horrible. What have they done to my girl? The placement of this one pixel is going to be everything. I think that's it. I think that's the placement. So how does it resolve that? Hold on. It's time for quality checks. My favorite part of the stream. Not really. Oh, they're coming out quite good on the little canvas here, though. Because it's a sunny day, I'll go inside to check this. Excited to find out what that's about. Display here, canvas. Okay. Yes, how did it... Okay, so it gave it a rounded corner on one side and otherwise sharp corners. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I sometimes, what I do is I upload something and I realize all of the mistakes instantly. It's so painful. I'll upload and be like, I'm so happy. And I literally like look at it after saying I'm so happy and I look at it, I'm like, everything is lost. It's so dismal. When I'm working on something that's really big and like really important to me, I will sleep on it. Every time I think it's done, I sleep on it and look at it later. Like, I'll give myself like 3 days to decide if it's done. Animal Crossing, though, I just call it done on stream. There's been 1 or 2 times I've closed a stream and then fixed a thing after, though. Honestly, I think this is coming out pretty good. I think the depth of, like, that juiciness in the oranges is there. Okay, in one of the oranges. Let's compare to the, well, pears and peaches. You can't really compare because they're not cut open. They're not meant to be looked at inside. Same as me, to be honest. I know finishing something feels so good. And then if there are mistakes, it's like the worst feeling ever. I love that Tangy has come to hang out for this. Babes, where are you going? My orange girl. I thought I hated Tangy because I was a teenager, and then Sam saw her and was like, she's great. And I was like, damn it, you're right. I let my teenager whims obscure how good Tangy is. I am streaming through something I found on Amazon, HD video capture, HDMI to USB, and it just plugs into the HDMI cable from the Switch. The USB plugs straight into my laptop, and I use a QuickTime player, which is why you see like this little recording button pop up every once in a while, because it does that every time I mouse over the screen to pull it back up. I have a very low budget stream setup. It was like £20, maybe. That's not the color I want there. It looks like the paint is melting. Scary. But like, yeah, it works pretty well, all things considered. Oh, British money. Similar to... I don't know what that would be in US dollars. Oh! Oh, yeah, I am American? Technically, but I've lived in the UK for over 5 years. I have indefinite leave to remain. I got it this year. Yahoo! I moved here because my partner's British and I wanted to live with them for the rest of my life, so I did. I'm doing it. But yeah, distinctly American. Thank you, thank you. I'm like the one Twitch streamer who's streaming at this time of day and is American, and it's not like... I don't know, what time is it in America right now? Well, it's not that bad right now. It's getting later on in the day. But yeah. I'm really enjoying doing this wood grain. It's not really what's in the reference, but I think it looks quite nice. I literally get comments about my accent constantly. I got my hair done this week. And I hadn't gotten my hair done in like 8 months because we moved. And so I got new stylist, not stylist, that would be for my tablet. And I walk in and she's like, Australian? And I was like, no, American. And she's like, 'cause see, when I heard you when you walked in, I first thought American, but then the way you used certain words made me think Australia. Yeah, we used to live closer to London, and people were pretty chill with it. People were like, oh yeah, an American. I've met one, you know? But here people are like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, do you guys think it's that bad? I swear, every person we've talked to since moving up to the Northwest has been like, literally, why are you here? And it's like, you're here. I think the problem is that a lot of people feel like, you know, living in London is like a big pipe dream. Like, you know somebody who lives there probably, but you haven't been there much yourself. So I bet a lot of people feel like, why did you move from like that wonderful storied land to out here? And I'm like, because that beautiful storied land is fucking expensive. It's expensive, the air quality's bad, and we don't really like going out a whole lot. There's nothing for us to miss, especially because, like, honestly, like, bigger cities and stuff aren't that far away. Like, where we lived, we were closer to London, but we weren't in London. You'd have to travel quite a ways to get into London. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, because it's like, honestly, the places I've seen up here have all been like really pleasant. Like, even when I've gone a little ways out for medical appointments and stuff. Oh, South England is so expensive. Yeah, we actually just had a friend. Wait, not Sheffield.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Sheffield?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a friend who just moved here from abroad to go to university there. So Sam was there somewhat recently, helping that friend move in. I like the constant rain. I think it's nice. Now, get back to me in like maybe 5 more years and I'll probably be like, oh, the weather's awful today. And when we have blue skies, I'll probably be like, oh, what a wonderful day. But where I come from is Arizona in the States. And let me just pull up the weather for Arizona right now. So where we are right now, it's like, you know, between 9 and 13 degrees. The high in Phoenix today is 23 degrees. The high for the week is going to be 25. They got lows of 6 coming up this... See, that's like as cold as it gets in Phoenix. It's crazy. Oh, Sparren is my partner, so right where I am. I'm being a little bit careful to not reveal too much information about my location, because you know how the internet is. But yeah, where I'm from, we would literally go 4 or 5 months without seeing rain, even once. Like, full-grown adults, if it started raining, would stop everything they're doing to go stand outside Like, it was literally that big of a phenomenon. Oh, I wish you had. We have a friend who pops by Wales for work stuff every now and again. Just gonna mute my mic so I can have a sip of what? I'm back. Okay. I've never been to Wales, actually. Oh, that's so lovely. I don't think Sam and I lasted that long before we were like, I'm moving. I was in a very lucky position though when Sam and I started seeing each other, that I was able to make a big life change really quickly. I was in my healthy era. Let's get some little speckles. That's so lovely though. It really does make me happy. I've got a big fondness in my heart for people who do it long distance relationship style after doing that myself. I basically lived on Skype. And let me tell you, Skype is not a great app to live on. We didn't start using Discord until just about I moved. Marriage visa was our only option, basically. And man, it was 5 years ago that we talked to a solicitor about it, but I think at the time she was saying like that's probably your best option. Because they are sort of cracking down on immigration stuff. So other stuff might be more difficult, but I do not remember if that was the case. I had no other options. Which was very funny because Sam and I hadn't really talked about it. Yeah. Sam and I hadn't really talked about like getting married until we heard that, but when the solicitor was telling us, we were both just like, yeah, that's fine. And then we left and we were both just like not saying anything. And I was like, I guess we're getting married. Yeah, I do not. Yeah, exactly. Like I was a self-employed artist, so skilled worker was not in the stars for me. No idea what what situation your partner's got. I'm making this orange so speckled. I think it maybe shouldn't be as speckled as I'm making it, but it's fun. So yeah, if you ever want any words of advice, literally literally what I was going to say as well. I was like, you know where I am on Twitter. Um and depending on sort of what your funds are looking like, if you want advice, we know a really good solicitor. Um I don't know if they're necessarily the cheapest option, but they got me through to indefinite leave to remain. And I'd recommend them to literally anyone. They're very, very good. And they were also very good with Sam's whole situation with like pronouns and stuff. So I really recommend them as a very good LGBT. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we were recommended them ourselves. I don't think I've actually left them a review online. I should do that. Why did my music stop? Hello? Oh, there it is. Video paused. Continue watching? Yes, please. As much as the dulcet tones of legal discussion just really make the stream. Thank you. Yes, it was a big step. Oh my god. This year has been nothing but big steps, I swear to god. It's also low-key what got my neck fucked up. Because I thought I had a month longer to study for the test than I did have. And then I found out it was like, hey, take this test within a month. Or within 2 months. And I was like, okay. I can do that. And oh, I studied harder than I ought to have. But it's just like, it's one test that means like the rest of my life, or else I have to pay out a bunch more money. So I was like, I'm not taking any risks. No chances. I'm gonna write, I wrote 500 flashcards, was it, in the end? And most of them had like a full paragraph on one side for the answer. I would just memorize like 3 sentences. It was, I feel it was not necessarily a fun experience, but it's what I'm gonna look back on in my life with a lot of fondness, because it was just a silly situation to be in. I mean, it wasn't phrased that way. The sentence was, when is... What was the question? It was something about Ash Wednesday. And I didn't... So it comes with a book. And in the book, it says like... it has a section on like culture. And I was like, that's great. I want to learn about the culture. And they have a lot of like religious holidays. And I was like, great, I'll study all the ones I don't know. Which was like all of the like Muslim holidays and such. So I was like, yeah, I'm sorted. Going into the immigration test for people who are not English, coming into the country where people are English, and there is a state church that is Christian. So why did I think they were gonna ask me any questions about anything that isn't Christian, right? Like, I just was like, yeah, they'll ask me stuff that I don't know. And it's like, well, yeah, no, the people taking the test probably are least familiar, are more likely than people who are not taking the test to be familiar with the non-Christian holidays. So I didn't study when Jesus died. I skipped the Easter section completely. And then it came up on the test and I was like, oh no. Literally one of the funniest fucking things to ever happen to me. I was like, let me just... Sorry, can I just be excused from the test room to apply my clown paint? I'll be right back. Like... Help. It was such a situation. Okay. I don't know if I have room for the leaves. I have 2 colors left. And I absolutely need another color for this table. I'm sorry, Leafs. It's not personal. I did. But it turns out they actually ask you a lot of questions about recognition of names. So some of my flashcards at the end were literally just someone's name and then the one thing they did. Which I think is the right approach to take. 'Cause I managed to get by pretty well on that. Like, this person's an artist, this person does football, this person does motors, sports, drives a car fast somewhere. The practice tests are really helpful. A few of the questions that I saw on the actual test, I was able to find out what they were because I had seen in the practice tests required information, like, because obviously they can't put the actual test questions in the practice test. But a few of the questions sort of brought up stuff that I hadn't thought to study, and I only knew the answer because I had seen the answer in the question of a practice test or something like that. So, highly recommend doing that. Honestly, if you don't have a brain that's just like a sieve of knowledge like mine, and you actually know how long you have to prepare for the test, it's probably not that bad. But if you think you have 2 months and you actually have 1 month, then it becomes kind of bad. And I could have known that easily if I had just paid a little... If I hadn't had brain fog. I'm not going to blame myself for it. It was literally a health thing that kept me from knowing. Luckily, I'm so good at studying. So, I did it. But yeah, those footballers' names are gone from my mind now. Ejected at full force. Yeah, most people would. We actually have a friend, a really close friend, who just loves knowing stuff, especially about history. Most of the test is just... The book starts off with the Stone Age, and it ended up in, like, 20... I think it finished on Brexit. I was like, oh, that's grim. But this one friend we have knew, like, everything. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, she came over for a study day and I just asked her all my flashcards and she knew all of them. Yes. More room for painting in my brain. You know what's so funny? I don't know. I forgot. 6? Cool. I was like trying to think of any number that wasn't 8 and I couldn't do it. That's why they call him the 8th, you know? I wonder how many Americans would believe that. Me. I would have been one of the Americans who believed it. I'm so gullible. No one's allowed to lie to me ever because I have brain of I trust you. But yeah. It was very funny going over all the questions with our British friend who does actually know all the answers to the tests, because like a few of times she was like, I asked a question, she was like, oh, it's that, and I was like, why does my flashcard say something different? And she would be like one of them was like, what was it the Boer War that there were 2 of?
Yeah.
And I was like, there's 1, and she was like, no, there's 2, but we did lose 1. And I'm like, that's why there's 1. Many such cases. And yes, I believe one of the questions I actually did get asked was about Henry VIII's wives. So make sure your partner knows that. Me giving advice like minimum 5 years too soon. Like a fucking RPG NPC who's giving you like a quest. Oh, hello, Skelly Rose Art. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I like getting follows and all that stuff. I mean, I know every Twitch streamer literally does, but like, I don't push myself too hard on the marketing end. So I figure people only follow when they really wanna, which is what I want. Hello there. No, I don't want that color there. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this Cole Warner. I'm doing well today. How are you? Good music. Oh, that's very funny. Kindred spirits. 4 streams. That's really funny. Oh, thank you very much. Are you also a pixel artist? Do you have any anywhere that has your art? I don't have links enabled. I have to change that after this stream. But if you have anywhere where you'd like to share your stuff, please post in chat. You can always just put some like spaces between the dots or something to get past the little filter. We checked out Waters Creates Art earlier and it was really cool stuff. I cannot figure out what to do with this 1 pixel up here. Wonder if I should just extend that. No, because now it doesn't look like anything. What if I did this, though? Still kind of nothing. What if I did this, though? Still kind of nothing. This little patch of sunlight coming through here just doesn't look quite right. I guess that looks a little better. Might have to start getting creative. I say, several hours into my art stream? Watch out, guys, I'm about to get creative. I may start creating something. You never know. Now, if I'm doing like a gradient into the being lit, it should have sort of a... I really like working on the backgrounds of these because I just get into full, like, make it up mode. And then I'm like, huh, even the reference can't tell me I'm wrong. I'm making it up. Oh my god, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh, I think that's like my 5th subscriber. Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you. Oh, I feel so empowered. Oh yeah, you can see my funny little emotes now. You've got Pompey, you've got the pink fox's lace, the blue fox's silk. They're the titular. And we got Pompey Yay as well. Oh, I gotta zoom in on these emotes. You may not know this about me, but I really like to zoom in when I see new emotes in chat. Oh, those are so cute. So cute. Yo! That's... What's happening? That's like the best emote I've ever seen. I don't know what's happening in it. Like I do. Like obviously Hamtaro got electrocuted and then flexed while on fire. I can't read where it's from. I have to post something so I can mouse over. Please. Hamflex. I couldn't have been more correct. Got it in one. See, that's what makes a really good emoji, is the instant identification. Without any sort of wondering, oh, is this or that? No, you just know it's buff Hamtaro. And that's the only thing you need to know. I think Apple could learn a thing or two from this. Get our best people on it. I got jump scared by my own post in my own chat room. I forgot I put it there and it scared me. Exactly, readability. Oh god, what's this one? Oh my god, I love the like zoom lines on this hamster. Hurt. Why is it just called Hurt? Who did this to him? Sorry, I keep mousing away from my chat. Oh, these are so cute. The colors are so good in these. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what to spend my last emote slot on. I either want it to be something that can be used when something bad happens. Similar to Hurt. It's very funny. Or like maybe a wave. Though seeing Hurt has me thinking for the first time, I want it to be something fucking weird. Like, excuse my language, but I think if it were just a weird guy, that would be really good for me. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't really fit the way I've branded myself. And I would never do anything to harm Pompey, my son Pompey. My sweet, beautiful bunny boy. But it could be very funny to do something with a sense of humor. I don't know what that would be. Yes, Pompey Heart. He has a little rainbow next to him because his whole thing is weather. He likes the weather. He's not from our world, is how I'm gonna phrase that. So he finds every weather event beautiful. Yes, he's working again. The software got another update. Oh my god, you would not believe the drama I was seeing when I went into the Discord of this program. But he's all better. He's healthy. He's Genki. Man, I'm never streaming Duolingo again, am I? He's good. Our beautiful bunny boy is back. And one day, soon, I will implement some random weather effects for him. And time of day, I want time of day really bad. It wouldn't take that long, but I just don't have... I don't know how I'm so busy. I don't know how being disabled, like, made me more busy. I was talking to my... I have a friend who's, much more severely disabled than I am. And we were just talking about how it's like, I'm busier than I've ever been in my life. Like... just doing stuff. They don't tell you about this. It's the secret they don't want you to know about. Okay, let's see if I can darken this without... see if I can darken this doorstep. Yeah, you liked that? Was that a good joke? Oh god. I need to start posting polls of paintings to do and include houses that have doorsteps just so people can vote on the opportunity for to make a darken the doorstep joke on stream. New priorities. That's fascinating. That is like the same value, but the wrong hue. So it just kind of looks like somebody... I'm gonna put this up and I'm gonna see if this makes sense to anyone who isn't me. I put a pixel down and it made my image look like a scratch card. Go in my house. Got my orange outfit on. I almost forgot I bought this little wig with the 2 buns for the orange painting, but then I saw it and I was like, yo, I bought that like a month ago. Display here, canvas. Oh, no, please, canvas. The light's getting bad because it's getting closer to nighttime. I might have to take this into the other room of my house where the light's a little more focused. Okay, you can't really tell here, but this, like, these 2 pixels of, like, gray on this orange just, like, have, like, a scratch card quality to me. I can't explain it. It makes me want to scratch it off with, like, the edge of a credit card or something. I haven't really checked how the smoothing is working yet. It's very, like, choppy in this one. I'm kind of appreciating it. A little bit impressionist. It's giving impression. Hehehe, next to my little hair. It's cute. I love this fucking video game. It's so cute. I started watching people, like, doing, like, island builds. Not something I'm about to get into. Either I'm sorry or... you can be relieved. But that stuff is wild. I just want to get a little bit better at making happy home designs, because I make little sets to show off my pixel art when I'm done. No, I think I may be getting close to a point where I can be wrapping up. Not really, but like, I'm in the home stretch. Let's call it that. I wish this orange up here didn't look so bad. Help. You know what? This has a little stripe that matches up with this one that I haven't indicated well. And it would give the piece a lot more cohesion if I did. I think my playlist might be looping again. I don't know though. I'm not sure. I've got to learn how to play this on piano again. I need to play piano again. You know what? It's getting into late November. I should play Christmas music. Drive the neighbors crazy. Or make them very happy. Won't know until I try. I think even if you don't like Christmas music, there's probably something a little bit extra special about hearing someone like actually perform it live rather than just hearing the radio blasted at you while you're at the grocery store. When I was a kid, we would always... Hello, Ash! That's one of my favorite sounds. That's Toad from Mario 64. Mario Kart 64. God, I wish Toad made that noise in Mario 64. It implies you could do violence on him, and you can't. Tragedy, that. How are you today, Ash? That's a way to be. I'm often that. Let's see. Let's do more of this color. I'm losing the oranges for the trees here. Ooh. My eyes do not want to see them. That's a bit better. Though I worry that this is a little heavy-handed. Hard to introduce subtlety into this few pixels, but... Oh man, if I keep listening to this song, I am going to fall asleep. I know the first one. I have the, I do have the Charlie Brown Christmas book, and I do know 3 songs from it. Man, the Christmas song from that collection is so good. It's so good. Ryuichi Sakamoto sounds so familiar though. Oh my god. I opened up my thing to take notes, and literally the notes I took last time are on here. I've been so unwell that I haven't even opened this since then. Oh god. Maybe I'll have an uptick this week. That's what I'm hoping for. Had to take a sip of water. A sip of sup. Sam taking a sip of sup. It's good to do it. Oh, my pixels got big. Okay, they're normal now. Maybe leaving this light is the better. I understand. I am very much the kind of person who's like, I like this artist. And then I'm like, no, you don't understand. I like one song. I don't know anything else this person's made. I'm the music not knower. I'm famously this to everyone who knows me. You know what? I'm not minding that I had to leave out the leaves so much. Like, they do fill an important ecological niche in the composition, but I'll just work that out by adding more wood grain. I've already taken significant liberties with it, so. Merry Christmas, Sister Lawrence. Thanks for popping in today, Waters. It was really nice talking to you. Hope to see you again sometime, and if not, just have a great rest of your day. Yahoo! Do I want to put more orange rind here? Maybe. Just about that much is good. I wonder if I can put like a different color on the outsides here to make it just round out a bit better. No. No, that's not gonna work. Love my Kirby's Epic Yarn music. I keep neglecting this orange in the middle. Like, I added this perfectly square highlight and then I just was like, and that's it. That's me done. I guess if I have to have this be a triangle, I suppose that's the best triangle. I don't get a lot of say in that. That's probably what I want to do with that. Now I wonder what I do if I want to add that orange texture. The secret is probably that the orange texture is not going to be significantly different to any other texture. Not at this resolution. Maybe I use this for that yummy yummy bounce light. Yeah, that's a point. That's definitely a point. A lot of people will just listen to the single thing an artist is known for. I suppose the effort it takes to do the digging is a lot more than a lot of people want to give. I recently, like, as in a couple years ago, got into who I didn't know was a relatively popular these days artist. Well, okay, popular for, like, in the West, relatively. Extremely in Japan. Tatsuro Yamashita. And the reason I got into it was because when I was 15, my dad came back from a trip to Japan and gave me an album of his. It was like, yeah, this is really good for learning Japanese. Like, learning from music is a really good way to learn certain lyrics and get used to, like, seeing the kanji. Because, you know, it was a CD, so it came with a book that had the lyrics in it. And I was like, oh, great, Dad. And I basically never listened to it. And then, as an adult, I was like, one of the songs came on, like, shuffle while my iTunes was open or something. And I was like, wait, this whips? So I started listening to one song by him. And then 6 or 7 years later, I guess, I was like, that one song was stuck in my head. And I was like, man, I really want to listen to that. But I don't know where to find it on my computer. I'll just open it up. It's probably on YouTube, right? And then I find out there's, like, all this stuff. And then I actually look into who this guy is. Because I just knew the band. It was like, no, not the band. The album name. That's all I remembered was Sonorite, I think is what it's called. So it took a little digging, but then I found it. And it's like, oh, this is like... like the most... like one of the most popular artists in Japan. I was like, wait, what? I just wanted to listen to one song. And then I did find a song that seems to be a lesser known of his. Called Odoroyo Fish. Which means, like, let's dance fish. And I was like, that's the best title for any song I've ever seen. And it became one of my faves. Turns out Sonorite was like a really big album for this guy though. And I just sort of had it and I thought it was like this weird little obscure thing I had as a teenager. And now it's like, oh yeah, everyone knows this guy and his music. I'm like, what are you talking about? This was my formative childhood experience. No, I don't mind. It's just very funny how it all panned out. Like a deep dish pizza. Anyway, I really like his stuff. And it's like the one artist that I'll be like, oh, I know this artist and I like the music by this artist. Otherwise, I basically listen to video game soundtracks. Tracks. I thought there was a T in the word for a weird moment. I love some good video game music. Oh man, I was thinking I need to add some Tetris CDI to my streaming playlist. For those very chill vibes. Do I like this? No, I liked it. I liked it better the other way, actually. I won't try and mess with what I've already got. If it looks good, it doesn't mean it needs more work. It just means it's done. Yeah. I like that. In fact, I want to put on some of my video game faves as we're winding down here pretty much. What? That rules. I think we've listened to enough Kirby's Epic Yarn. Now the only question is, do I want to listen to Goemon or do I want to listen to Lunar? I'm gonna go Lunar, because I don't listen to it as much. There we go. Let's get some Lunar going. I just saw my actions page on Twitch again, and it makes me chuckle a bit that you popped in and played a sound alert from Mario Kart and then proceeded to speak of Mario Kart. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've got it. Oh, go man. Bleh. Okay. That sounds very interesting, by the way. Video game music played by famous Japanese jazz musicians. Oh, I do like a bit of jazz. I do like... Oh, it is the time of year for me to just start pulling open jazz Christmas music set to coffee shop ambience. I don't like jazz, like, indiscriminately. Like, I think if I actually got down to being like, no, here's what I really like, I'd be a bit picky. But as it is, I'm not that picky, generally. I will just be like, yeah, that's on, I'll listen to it. There's some jazz that I consider to be less listenable. It's less palatable. To a general audience, I would say. I think it's where most people get put off of jazz, is listening to stuff that's a little bit more, like, more syncopated, more improvised. People are going to be less into that because they don't really see where it's coming from. Dimension. Mario Kart. Made a note. One of these days I'm just gonna have a heyday going through all that. Should probably be one of my days I'm doing Pompey stuff. Oh wait, where's my reference? I need to make this orange as luminous as possible. Is this the right color I want to use? Maybe. That helps a bit, but this isn't tied in very well. That does a better job. Have a good rest of your day, Allie. Thanks for popping in. That's just gonna look like that, is it? All right. So be it then. Oh dear. It's like we were watching a stream of the new Mario RPG remake with, of course, Yoko Shimomura music, and it sounded so Kingdom Hearts. Like, I really like Kingdom Hearts music, do not get me wrong, But boy, I was like, we're just in Wonderland now, huh? We're just in Disney's Wonderland. In Mario RPG. Like, give that woman a piano and she'll do a good thing with it, but... Yeah, right? Like, no one's ever gonna get better than... Well, actually, I was gonna start, like, singing the praises of Kingdom Hearts music, and then I vividly remembered during your stream, you were like, man, Simple and Clean is not good. And I was like, I think it is, but... Simple and Clean specifically is very of its time. It's less about, like, the genuine goodness of the music to me, and more about, like, remembering where I was when I first heard it. I like a lot of Utada Hikaru's music, though. I'm their big fan. They're one of the few artists who I have an album, like a full album of, and I can tell you my feelings on each of the songs on the album because I actually bothered to listen to the entire album. That being Phantom. Yeah. Simple and Clean is good in ways that transcend the need to be good musically. I also was, oh god, my shitty ex, who I started dating when I was 14 and stopped dating when I was 23, so you can sort of paint a picture for yourself how that sort of life experience went for me. At the age of 12 got me very into techno. So you can maybe see why Simple and Clean really appealed to me. I was just like, yeah, this is the music. This is what music sounds like. My classically trained pianist ass listening to Simple and Clean as a teenager and being like, this is the revolution we've been waiting for. Sorry. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh so hard at my own jokes. It's just very stupid to say that about Simple and Clean. And I am, unironically, the Kingdom Hearts enjoyer. I shouldn't begin talking about Kingdom Hearts is sort of where that happens. Yeah. Like, Japanese fusion has, like, such a... It's so good. It just is. It really misses the... I feel like it doesn't entertain the notion of if the music is harder to follow musically. If the music is... I feel like a lot of Western jazz kind of sums itself up as, like, if you only get this because you know music, that's the intended audience. And it's like, well, sometimes maybe the music is just about being good to listen to and pleasant. I feel like a lot of people are sort of feel a bit above that. Like, no, it's about whatever. Which, I appreciate that as well. I'm all for art that is challenging. Yeah. I like art that's challenging, and I like art that is very, very not challenging. I kind of have both. I've got room in my heart for both of those concepts. And I would say that an honest review of my own art is that my art does not typically challenge people very much. I'm drawing a bunch of beautiful glistening oranges on a wooden table. I'm not doing challenging stuff here. I mean, it's challenging for me. It's hard to draw the oranges. But I'm not asking the viewer to, like, examine their own feelings or their own knowledge. I do not want the audience to do the heavy lifting very often in my art. Occasionally. Occasionally I'll throw a bone to the symbolism enjoyers in the crowd. Easier to do that in stuff like fan art where it's like the audience is primed to know what symbols mean. Yes! Oh, that's really cool. I actually really love that. Like, music for me is all about feeling something. If the music knows what it wants you to feel when you listen to it, I have a hard time saying that that's ever going to be a bad play in my book. Yes, the Katya piece. Man, I want my neck to get better so goddamn bad so I can just start drawing my weird art again. I actually was working on am working? Let's call it am working. That's a little bit more respectful to my disability. On a very lengthy art book project that involves quite a bit of darker imagery. I wouldn't even say that it's meant to be challenging, though. Like, it's just what I... It's just art that I like to make. I don't know if I have any examples up anywhere of, like... Here, let me do something, actually. That isn't the art book project, but it is a different project that is on the furthest back burner. But it kind of shows that I have a little more range than cottagecore animal paintings. That one started out as like a magical girl thing, and then I was like, no, I don't really want to do magical girl. And then my biggest inspiration became Dark Souls, I guess? I've never played a Dark Souls game in my life. But I was like, I still want them to wear funny uniforms and fight. So... don't ask me what any of that's about, but it does show... It shows my range a little bit better. This orange isn't textured enough. We want the texture on the orange. Great. Nightbot chiming in to be like, hey, I just plugged myself. Maybe I should do that again? No, sweetie. It's okay. I just did it. I think everybody in the stream knows I do the funny art at this point. Thank you for your hard work, Nightbot. I love and value you. Man, I actually started working on a Disgracias piece right before my neck got busted. And I was like, oh, I could probably stream that. Alas. Nightbot. Why did all of these... I'm deleting these. Stop it. Stop that. Oh my god, right? When I first started hearing about Dark Souls stuff, I was like, what do you mean, Miyazaki? I was like, does he have the range? Me going on Instagram being like, I'm gonna do a Miyazaki-inspired painting today. And they open it up and it's like Lord of Song or whatever that guy's name is. Demon of Song? I don't know. It's the frog one that opens up its own mouth and comes out of it. He did say anime was a mistake. We should have listened. Some of these speckles of light, I'm not feeling as much. I wonder if speckles of dark would be equally as effective. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe speckles of dark. The name of my hit new single. That is better. Okay. Maybe we could do this one as well. If we do one here, we should probably do one. Yeah. Oh, we need one that's just a bit lighter over here. Where I've done this gradient, it's just a bit samey. Hello? Okay. There. And here? No. No. Maybe just lighter over here. This bright, saturated orange. Oringa. Love waking up early in the morning and having a big swig of Oringa. Oringa Trail. That's what they're calling it. This is a bit confusing. Just make it all dark. One of the things I still have trouble with this pixel art is realizing when a lot of detail is actually more detail than you want. It's so easy to go overboard. Lehman. That's that guy who makes music that the kids love, isn't it? Lehman. Demon. I've only ever seen that name on Tumblr posts. I don't know anything about it. There's some guy called something that I think has lemon in it. Lemon Demon? Is that it? I am a 30 or something year old woman. I don't know what kids are doing. I look at my analytics later and my viewers just crash after saying that out loud. You know what? This is getting... I don't know why we've redeemed party. Oh my god, it is so orange out here. Next to my oranges. It's a good one. It's so, like, quaint. Love that quaint shit. Me out here containing multitudes of being like, I like to draw women in armor covered in blood. But also look at these beautiful oranges in the golden hour light of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like, it's one or the other with me, and I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, it is kind of lesbian behavior. I'll admit to it. To be honest, I think that's looking halfway decent. Maybe even finished decent. I expected this one to give me much more hell. Oranges. I'll go put it up in another room, get a better look at it. I won't be installing it on stream as I sometimes do. Oh, hello. I've created a friend for you. Actually, you're gonna have to leave. I want to put the fruits up. No, that's not the right button. No, that's not the right button either. There we are. Okay, pears. I can't make the joke that popped in my head. That's all I'm going to say. Nope. 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 When it comes to beans, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's normal. It's extremely normal. I did put them in chromatic order. I couldn't read that emote without zooming in. Oh my god. The one next to Morbean is really, really cute. Hold on. I'm still deciding what to do with my last emote. Do I want it to be like a devastated Pompey, or do I want it to be a cute little wave? Like, on the one hand, a cute little wave is safe. You can use it once. I think I should go unhinged for the last one. It should be Pompey. But who knows? Who knows what he'll be doing and feeling. Okay. It will be that. That is what it will be. I don't think I can say that. Yeah. 3 out of 5, which may actually be 7 because I want to do coconuts and pumpkins as well. I, personally, don't see anything wrong with the oranges. Actually, I am going to change something. I'm going to change something pretty drastic, actually. Because the more I look at there's obviously like a curved object affecting the shadow on this orange in the upper right. But because of the round shape of the orange, it's making it look like it's just been hollowed out. So it looks like I've just got a hollowed out, fucked up orange over here. And I don't want it to look like that. So I'm going to try and make it look more like a straight diagonal shadow. Oh my goodness! You have to give it back. It was my still life prompt. And you eated it. They're going to cancel you is the problem. I just suddenly imagined a world in which someone gets canceled for, like, using too many, like, I can has cheeseburger memes. And it's like, the premise is, like, the age is the problem. Like, you can't use that many. You can't know about icanhascheeseburger.com. You can't know about it. It's not allowed anymore. Nobody can has cheeseburger anymore. Shut up. Oh, God. Oh, that cracks me up. You did, and you're so brave. God gives his hardest battles to his simplest and cleanest soldiers. Purity culture is getting out of control. Simple and clean culture is getting... Being cancelled is... I don't know. It means nothing. It's one of those things that, like... It's too mired in actual, real bullshit that I can't open a dialogue on it. Like, I will never unironically drop the words cancel culture anywhere. But also, woof. I do have to make the joke every once in a while. Does that look better or worse? I didn't save another version, so it better be better. I usually do that. Display here. Canvas. Whenever it's right in the middle of the wall, the highlight from the ambient, wherever the light source is, I think it must just be like a glowing orb in the middle of the room that's not visible. Guessing from the light patterns. And then you have to look at everything at sort of an angle to not have the glare on it. I will say one day I did walk into our kitchen while the overhead lights were on, and there was like a really, really bright glare off the countertop, and I was like, what the hell, they made the thing from Animal Crossing into a real thing. Yeah, I think that looks less hollowed out. I think that looks more like an orange that you could actually scoop up and eat. Wow. Yahoo! Oranges. If I keep this up for long enough, I'm eventually gonna enter my house and the game's just gonna, like, slow to a crawl because it has to load all my paintings. Where do I put orange? Oh. Oh. Making old man from Sonic 06 noises. Oh. 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 Let's put it behind the sofa so I can sit down next to it and wrap up the stream. Because So I think my partner's gonna be making dinner after this. Wahoo! That's how many paintings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm one away from 15 paintings. Yahoo! Oh, I gotta go get my cartoonist set. I took it outside. I have to roleplay being the artist who can go outside and sit up in a chair or on a cushion. Come here. Alright, let's pop that down here. Whoop. How does that look? Ooh. This one. Oh, it looks so sweet on the cartoonist set. Aww. Yay. Man, I should set up like a home design that looks like someone's actually doing a still life. That would be really cute. Just put like 2 oranges on a table nearby. Something like this. A cute idea. Oh, the golden hour light coming in. The overwhelming orange. Get Pumpy in the shot too. Yeah, alright. So, there's the oranges. I did them. They're done. And that makes it 3 out of the 5 Fruits series paintings. I don't know when I'll get to the other ones. I was doing Huevember, and then I got very sick. Then my health took a tumble, and it's really easy to lose just like a full week and a half when you're dealing with health problems. So Huevember is most likely just going to turn into, I want to paint a rainbow, no matter what time of the year it is. I've already picked out the yellow and green paintings, and I've got some references lined up for turquoise and blue. But depending on what gets voted for, I haven't compiled everything. So like, if one gets picked for something, I might want to mix it up for the next one, etc. I like to keep things a little bit varied and fun. And in between doing those, I might do apple and cherry paintings. Those are both red. Kind of no getting around that, huh? I guess I could have gone green apples, but the Animal Crossing apple is red, so I had to go red. But I don't know when those will be. I'll probably be doing Happy Home stream next. Those are easier to do. So I don't have to be talking. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Don't know when I'll be live again next. Hopefully sometime this week? I've got a medical appointment. I've got some cooking to do. Depending on how that medical appointment goes, I'll be feeling a bit better or a bit worse. So. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you in another one. Maybe I'll see if... No, actually. I will just close it here. Oh, actually, Chess did just go live. I could shoot everyone over to there if I wanted. Nah, won't bother. Chess has got enough people watching, I think. I will post Pompey as well. I love to do it. Oh, and I'll tell Pompey good night. Good night, Pompey. There he goes. Bedtime for Pompey. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, morning, night, wherever you are. Bye-bye.